Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the fragrances that I have been loving in the month of February. So if you are curious to know what I've been smelling like this month, as well as what's been on my perfume tray, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Oshimare. On this channel, I talk about all things smell goods. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave today, as well as give this video a thumbs up. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. And thank you for all the love and continued support. All right, you guys, so in the month of February, I'm still very focused on my winter, cozy, lovey-dovey fragrances because it is the month of Valentine's Day. So for this month's tray, I really focused on ones that would be options for Valentine's Day, as well as fragrances that I picked up that are newer to my collection from like Target and so on and so forth. And so I have about 10 fragrances in front of me. So without further ado, let's jump into what I've been wearing for February. One of the fragrances that I've had in heavy rotation is one that's newer to my collection, and this one is called Yara by Lattafa. And this is just a very upbeat, bright, sweet, fruity, yet milky fragrance that is just so scrumptious. I find myself spritzing myself with this throughout the day. I layer it with other things. If I'm just in a calm, relaxed mood, I'll pick this up. If I need a pick-me-up, I pick this up. I mean, this one fits the bill for so many different moods, occasions, seasons. It's an easy reach. It's not overcomplicated, but at the same time, it's very unique. It's just a nice, creamy, lactonic fragrance. It's got like some heliotrope in here, there's tangerine, but then in the base there's also a little bit of musk in here to round everything out. I think that this has been such a nice addition to my collection and I'm loving it this month. So once again, this is Yara by Lattafa. Up next is a fragrance that I had to put on my tray this month because I feel like I always overlook it. And I don't know why, because I was so excited when I first got this fragrance, and I do use the travel size of this one right now. So maybe that's why I forget about it, but it's such a good one. It got so much hype when it first came out. And this one is called Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry. And for me, it's the Palo Santo in here and that burning cherry. It's like not too much cherry and it's not too much burntness. Like, you know, like it's not like the bushes are like on fire. And also what I like about these newer bottles from Kayali is that the notes are on the back of the bottle. And so this says that it has burning cherry, raspberry praline, Palo Santo, guaiac wood, and patchouli. And it's just such a nice, easy reach once again, but it's like a sexy, easy reach. What's funny about this one to me is that when I first got this one, so I went to Sephora as soon as it dropped. I was like stalking the website, like I always stalk the websites every time something new was dropping. And I went inside of Sephora and I got the travel size. I sprayed myself and I went home and I had my husband smell me and he was just like, oh, that's all right. And I was like, oh man, like, he don't like it. Like I was so excited about it, but he was just kind of like, yeah, you know, it's all right. I'm like, okay. But you know, sometimes ladies, we have to play tricks on our men. And so what I did is the next day I sprayed myself with this and then I let it settle for about 10 minutes and then I walked past him. And right after I walked past him, he said, oh baby, what's that? That's really nice. And I was like, oh baby, you like it? He was like, yeah, that's a good one. And so I just started laughing and he's like, what? I'm like, baby, this is the fragrance that I came in with from Sephora. And he was like, that burning cherry? I'm like, yes, babe, that burning cherry. He's like, no, that's not the same one. I'm like, yes, it is. And so he's like, well, it's good. I'm like, okay. So I went back and I got the full bottle. But since I went back and I got it, I just always look over it for whatever reason. And I only have 2 cherry fragrances in my perfume collection. So I don't know why I always look over it, because whenever I spritz it on me, I'm always like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. I feel like this is like a perfect fragrance to wear in the house on date night, to wear out on date night. You can layer this with other things. It's such a good cherry. I also feel like that one is really good for like colder seasons, but it's not so thick that you can't wear it in the spring and the summer. But for me, when I smell it, it reminds me of fall and winter. And so I definitely want to get some more use out of that one. The next fragrance that I have been loving this month, it was one of my fragrances that I wore on Valentine's Day. And this one is by Parfums and this is Oriana. And I just love how girly and just bright and vibrant and just flirty that this bottle is. And that truly does speak to the juice that is inside of this bottle. This fragrance is just so fluffy and cozy. To me, I don't get any of the fruity notes that are in here. There's like tangerine and there's like mandarin and grapefruit. However, all I mainly get to my nose is that orange blossom and the whipped cream and the marshmallow. And if you watch my channel, you know I love me some gourmands. I love whipped cream, vanilla, anything like that. And I love the reaction that I get from people when I have this one on. It's always like, ooh, what are you wearing? I even sometimes spritz myself before I go to bed just because I just want to smell that whipped cream and the orange blossom mixed with the fruits that I don't get in here. I also feel like this fragrance is not like overly sweet, like pink sugar. It's like a grown up sweet. It's so pretty. I definitely had to wear this on Valentine's Day as one of my scents, and I've been wearing it all throughout the month, and it's just one that has really brought a smile to my face and has just made me feel so happy. So once again, that is Oriana by Parfums de Marly. Along those same like sweet gourmand lines, the next one is by Finery, and this one is called Sweet on the Outside. And Sweet on the Outside has a little smoked Vividor. It has Madagascar. I believe there's some tonka bean in here. And this one is inspired to smell like Billie Eilish by Billie Eilish. And I must say, it does smell just like Billie Eilish. Over this weekend, me and my husband and our 1.5-year-old son had to go out of town. And I wanted to bring Billie Eilish with me, but I didn't feel comfortable putting that big old bottle, like, you know, like it's got like the face and then it's got like, you know, the silhouette of a woman up top. Like I just didn't want to take that big old bottle with me. But these bottles from Finery are just so sleek and I just felt way more comfortable traveling with this. I've definitely been loving all of the Finery fragrances that I have picked up. I knew that they were all going to be on my perfume tray, so it made this month's tray so much easier for me. The next fragrance that I have been loving this month is another very inviting scent, and this one is by Ariana Grande and it's called R.E.M. R.E.M. is a very sweet, floral, fluffy lavender scent. Okay, I love this one. So off of initial spray, you get hit with that lavender and that pear blossom to my nose, but then there's also like salt in here, but it's just something about it that is just, it draws you in. And I just think that it's just such a nice fragrance. I have really been enjoying Ariana Grande's fragrances lately. I didn't think that I was gonna be as much of a fan as I turned out to be, but now I'm like, I think I have almost all of her fragrances. I just love the fact that they are easy reaches and they all have like a creaminess to them. Ooh, and now I just literally just got a whiff of that dry down starting to happen, and all I'm getting is whipped cream and tonka bean, like almost like makes your mouth water a little bit. So happy to have this one be on my February tray, and this one may also show up on my March tray, so don't be surprised. But once again, this is R.E.M. by Ariana Grande. Up next, we have another one by Finery. I told you guys I have a few on this perfume tray from Finery, and this one is called Magnetic Candy. And this one is just a burst of like pink pomelo cotton candy. I mean, it's just so nice. Let's say you're just like, you know, having a sad day, or you're just over all the rain, or just it being cold outside. This is just a nice burst of fun, sunshine, flirtatiousness that is just sticky sweet, and it's just like a nice pick-me-up. Up next is the last fragrance that I have on my perfume tray from Finery, and this one is called Jungle Santal, and this is just a very green, crisp, woody fragrance. And this one is supposed to smell like Santal 33 by Le Labo, which I've never smelled, but I think it is beautiful. It's definitely not a safe blind buy. I would say that you would definitely need to smell this one. You know those fragrances that have like that pickle undertone? This is definitely one of them. I also do like that this one smells like nothing else that I have in my collection. And so in that sense, it really does stand out. So had to have this one on my tray. And the last fragrance that I have been focusing on this month is one that is a chocolate scent. I noticed, y'all, that I don't have any chocolate scents in my collection. It made me kind of sad. So I kind of went on the hunt for a chocolate scent. If you have any chocolate recommendations, comment down below. Let me know any chocolate fragrances that you think I should check out. I would highly appreciate that. But the one that I decided to go with for my first real chocolate scent is called Choco Musk. A lot of people rant and rave about this one, and I think it is for good reason, because it is like a chocolate scent that isn't super overly chocolatey. Like, I was scared to get any type of chocolate fragrances because I don't want to walk around smelling like a Hershey's Kisses or like a Snickers bar. I wanted to smell gourmand, but like grown gourmand, you know? And I think the way that this one is done, because it's got musk in it, and I believe it also has some rose, but I don't get any of the rose. I think all of that in combination with the cacao, it's just so nice. There's also some vanilla in here, there's milk and some cinnamon. So the combination of everything just churned together makes this such an exquisite chocolate fragrance that you can layer with other things and you're just gonna smell yummy. And that's it for today's video, you guys. Comment down below. Let me know, what fragrances are you guys loving in the month of February. I am so happy with this lineup that I have, and I'm a little sad that I'm gonna have to say goodbye to some of these, but it's okay because I can always grab them if I feel like it. And don't forget, if you are not a part of the family, to subscribe to my channel, as well as give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, take care of yourself. God bless you all, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.